With midweek Sunbelt football being played all of October, Saturday's lineup is a little lighter with only 3 games scheduled. But first, let's recap Thursday night. Georgia Southern and South Alabama certainly kept everybody on their toes. Georgia Southern came away with a 20-17 dub in double overtime, but it was South Alabama's game through the air that was the highlight of the night. Cephas Johnson was 8 of 15 for 194 yards and 2 touchdowns with a 75-yard touchdown pass to Kawan Baker in the first half and a 60-yarder to Jalen Tolbert in the third quarter. Johnson later connected with Baker again on a 43-yarder to set up a Frankie Onate field goal. For Saturday, the lone conference contest of the day is in Atlanta, where Georgia State welcomes Arkansas State. Arkansas State is coming off of a 50-43 shootout road victory over Troy, where the Red Wolves collected 558 yards of total offense and where freshman Lane Hatcher got his first career start under center. An impressive start at that, carving up 440 yards and 4 touchdowns to 6 different receivers who all recorded 100-yard nights. Casual.
Obviously excited about the win. With those, I told the guys last night, with as many different things that were kind of stacked against you with injuries and going on the road and obviously playing your backup quarterback, a lot of reasons they could have given ourselves excuses not to go win, and just kind of put those things aside. And the kids did exactly what we asked them to do. We built a game plan we thought gave us a chance to compete and win, and they executed it really, really well. It took all 3 phases and everybody to do their part, and some guys to step in some big roles. And it took all 60 minutes to get it done, but a huge win for us and just a tremendous amount of momentum. I think it builds, heading into to another road trip.
Despite being plagued with injuries in almost every offensive position, the Red Wolves have managed to stay in the top half of the Sunbelt stats in 4 team statistical categories. The Red Wolves are driven by reigning Sunbelt Football Offensive Player of the Week, Omar Bayless, who leads the nation in receiving yards with 689. Bayless is also ranked 5th in receiving touchdowns and 9th in receptions. A true homecoming, Georgia State is back in its own stadium for the first time in 4 weeks.
This is about time. We've been away for a while now, and it's good to play back here, homecoming. If we have the same electricity, same energy that we had for that opening game, I'm ready to see it. 3:30 start, big homecoming weekend, a lot of student athletes coming back, a lot of former football players coming back. So we're excited to see that, and just the crowd that we have here on Saturday. We're hoping the students turn out like they did for the first game, because that was a fantastic environment.
If you fill the stands like Sean Elliott has challenged you, you will see that, like the Red Wolves, the Panthers put on an offensive show. QB Dan Ellington currently ranks 2nd in the Sun Belt in touchdown passes and yards of total offense per game, and teammate running back Trey Barnett just topped the 1,000-yard mark for his career the last time out. Don't forget, punters are people too. Brandon Wright leads the league at 46 yards per punt, which ranks 15th in the FBS. He's 6 for 8 on field goals and 16 for 16 on PATs. Arkansas State at Georgia State kicks off at 2:30 Central on ESPN+. ULM welcomes 23rd ranked Memphis to town for a clash that will be broadcast on ESPNU. Offensively, ULM ranks 4th in the Sun Belt and 32nd nationally in rushing offense, and defensively, ULM ranks among the Sun Belt and FBS leaders in interceptions. The opposition arrives boasting a perfect 4-0 record, coming off a 35-23 win over Navy, where Memphis held the midshipmen to just 81 total yards of offense in the second half and overcame a 13-point second quarter deficit to win the game. The Warhawks versus the Tigers kick at 2:45 Central on ESPNU. Can the Troy Trojans make it 3 years in a row with an Autonomy 5 win when they travel to take on the Missouri Tigers?
Really excited to get the opportunity to play a quality opponent like Missouri, opportunity to obviously go to their place, and we have a little bit of a history with Missouri and played those guys before and several years ago, and now they're an SEC team, so it's even kind of a better opportunity, and we're looking forward to that.
The Trojans and Tigers have a little bit of history, with Troy defeating Mizzou 24-14 in Troy in 2004, but falling short in their last trip to Columbia. Troy's powerful offense will go up against the number 3 defense in the nation, a team that is allowing just 231 yards and less than 15 points per game. Troy is currently averaging 342 yards through the air with 512.5 yards of total offense. This should be a good one in Como. Trojans versus Tigers, 3 p.m. Central on the SEC Network.